Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our video. Today I'm ranking a horror game, or not. I'm ranking game genres. Sorry, I was just playing Resident Evil for videos, so I got mixed up in my head. Anyway, let's just start off. Like, subscribe to Cage Bell, and let's do this. Racing. I'll give racing a C tier. I'll give it a D tier because I think there's more bad racing games now than good. I mean, Need for Speed's alright. The F1 games are like okay. I'm not a big fan of racing games. I like Actually, I'll put C tier. There are some I like, but there are some I just really don't like. Survival horror. I've become a big horror game fan more over the years. Not more recently. That's more recent in my life because I hated horror games when I was younger, or just horror in general. But I have to put. I feel like there's no S tier genres though. But for me personally, at least from the games I played, S tier, like games I like to play, because I think I love Resident Evil. I love Silent Hill. And it's just I have to give it that because those games are really good to me, and I like playing them. Anyway, let's move on. Metroidvania. Ooh, this is just all S tier. I think it's really hard to make a bad Metroidvania because it's just such If you don't know Metroidvania, it's if you play Castlevania, if you play Metroid, that's what it is. It's those genres. It's just they're called Metroidvania because that's what like the platformer combat. I love Metroidvania. To be fair, the Metroidvanias I played, Blasphemy I technically still one. Dead Cell is really good. Metroid is really good itself, and I love Castlevania. So good. I've been replaying the one on DS recently. Amazing. Bullet Hell. I'm gonna put for me personally, it's B tier. I'm not as big of a fan of bullet hells as other people. I don't know. It's just sometimes just a bit too much for me, and I feel like overstimulated sometimes. And I don't know. It's just like I like Doom. I do like Doom. I like bullet hells. There are bullet hells I like. It's just for the most part I just can't play them for too long. Like I can play Doom for like maybe like 2, 3 hours at a time and have to quit. Other games I can play like for constantly. It's just this is too much for me. Third person shooters I'm gonna give B tier to because there are good third person shooters like Marvel Rivals and Last of Us, but then there are really bad third person shooters. PUBG, but actually no, I just realized Fortnite's in there just because of Fortnite's A tier. Rhythm games I'm gonna give D tier too, just not a big fan of them. Board game, does this count? I guess like C tier. They're board games. JRPGs I'm gonna give A tier because I think there's a lot of good ones, like a lot of really good ones, like Metaphor, Shin Megami Tensei, and all that. But I think there's also really, really bad ones. But I love Persona. Sports games are they're F tier. If this was like back in the day, back in like earlier in the lifespan of games, I would say sports games are all like B or A tier. But now, like you look at the games like the soccer, I think all the games coming out for sports are just terrible, like terrible. MMORPG, multiplayer. I'm not a big fan of these. For me personally, D tier. It's just I can't sit there and play MMORPG for days on end, just like there. Especially like a bunch of random people. It's just half the time they mess up what you're doing. I did play Black Desert. I got a few hours on that, but other than that, no. Survival, I think has to go A tier. Actually, yeah, A tier. We got Terraria, Minecraft, Rust. We got a lot of good games in there. Ark. It's a really good genre. I think there of course with every genre to be bad games, but I think survival is just I can't really think of any like super bad one. Actually, Sons of the Forest, a tactical RPG. For me it's S tier because I love Fire Emblem, and that's basically it. Turn-based strategy. I'm guessing this is like Pokemon. In that case, it's like A tier because think again, they do things really well, but there's also a bad one. I have no idea what Quick Ammo is. I'm just putting it at the bottom. Stealth. Stealth games like I forget Agami. I would say like A tier. I think stealth games are alright. I put B tier because sometimes you get a bit annoying, especially if they have broken like things. Puzzle games, I think A tier. It's a puzzle. It's hard to go wrong with them. Looters, I have no idea what a looter shooter is. Real time, no idea. Simulators I think are A tier because it's really hard to go wrong simulator. Because if you hate a simulator, it just means you hate like the actual task of doing it. RPG S tier for me. I love certain games or games. Blah blah. You know what I meant. Sorry, I'm gonna call. I'll call it later. MOBAs. I do not like MOBAs at all. F tier. Action RP. I'm just gonna phone game. It's a phone game. There's mid. Gotcha is D tier. I like Dokkan, but other than that, it sucks. FPS I think or same. I think B tier. I think A tier actually. I mean, I like FPSs, but there's only so much I can like them. Survival sandboxes, I think it's S tier in terms because it's sandbox. You do whatever. Tower defense, I'm gonna give D tier. I don't really like tower defense. I like balloons. It's just other than that, I don't like them. Okay, visual novels C tier. Very iffy. There are really good visual novels, like Until Then, which I've been playing. I like Danganronpa, despite the fan base. But then there are just bad visual novels, the other category that I know you're thinking. Battle Royale, Fortnite, so S tier. Fighting games for me personally is S tier because I love Virtua Fighter, I love Tekken, I love King of Fighters, love Smash. I think it's just that there's so many different stuff in the genre. I think it works. Action adventure. How many? Six fans. Action adventure. Uh, A tier, S tier. I love actually A tier. I love Uncharted, but there's all the bad ones. Oh, I'm not gonna count some of these. Platformer, and C tier. I can only get so far into platformers. I mean, there's some I like. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish Mario Wonder. I'm not the biggest fan, but I did finish like some of the three Mario games. Point and click, action shooter. I'm just playing that life sim. I think like Sims, it's all right. FPS first. Don't we are okay? We already have FPS. I don't know what I don't know what RTS is. Civ games. I love Civilization. That's the only Civ game I've really played. So there. A city builder I think can be tier because it can be done really well, but it can also be done really terrible. I think City Skyline or whatever that game was, the one Schlatt played a lot back in the day, was actually good, but then the second one wasn't. So yeah, I think I actually got all the things here because I think the rest of these are just they're on here multiple times for some reason. But yeah, this is my personal from games I like and just overall. I did ignore some of the worst games, but even then, like this is it. I want to thank you for watching. My name is Ron from YouTube Game Show, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.